And we're live.
We're
Yay.
live.
Just starting a bit early to I don't
Yeah.
know, because it's been a long time.
It's been a while. I think we're like 1 month delayed, I guess. Like, I think we planned this like last month and it was completely like thrown off track. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Let me change tunes. Hey everyone. I don't know if anyone's actually here, but I'll just say hey
I don't think
anyway.
people are here yet. Probably because like we started way earlier than you know.
Yeah, that's all right. Starting early is it's a positive trait which I never ever had in my whole life. I was not a get there early kind of person.
What? To be fair, I'm not either. Oh, Tommy and Red are here.
I don't know.
Our mods
Hey, hello. Yeah, we're just gonna. Well, we apologize for such a huge gap between
are here.
the first Nichijou party we had. We're so excited to get it started, and then it just kind of crashed into a rock face.
Yeah. Well, concrete.
Well.
It crashed into concrete.
Yeah. Do you want to like? Yeah, I'll give you the floor, Shive, so you can.
I mean,
film
I'll wait for more people to come in. So
it's
I
a
can tell
good.
this.
I think it's a good story. Do you? It's not too early to say that you can look back on it now and be like, yeah, it's a good story. Or is it too soon?
I guess so. It's a story now I can tell to like multiple people. I can like regurgitate the story now. Like, yeah, it's just one of those things where you can only laugh.
Yeah, but I hope.
I was telling, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You go.
I was telling my my agent for one of my rental houses, and she was just like, "Oh, like absolutely devastated." And I was just like, "I can only laugh." And it's like, yeah, that's all we can do to get through it. It's just laugh. Like,
yeah. I feel like once you've been through the worst shit possible, it's like everything else is it's like a walk in the park. But yeah, I hope everyone else is doing well.
Yeah, hopefully everyone else is doing better than I was last month.
Yeah, from a spectrum of surviving to just flying high. I don't know. It'll be good to have some Nichijou, just some semblance of normality back in our lives. Yeah. Let us know if our mics are fine. We need to turn up or turn down.
And let me know if I'm crackling again.
All the mods are here.
Yeah. Nice. We're only streaming for the mods. That's the only people here.
That's a rule. It's like stream ratio has to be like 50-50 mods to viewers. Otherwise I don't stream.
That means all the mods has to be here if we want more people.
And I can't have more than like 8 people in the stream. Yeah.
Is that too many? We need to start kicking people.
Yes. The crackling may expect some, maybe a couple of minutes in, maybe, but that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, we heard some crackle when we were testing, so yeah. Hopefully that will give us a little bit of like a buffer time before it starts again.
It's the first time our audio is perfect from the start. Oh.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, look at that progress. I'm becoming a better person.
Better streamer.
No, I was just saying how bad of a streamer I am. I just don't get it. I mean, I do get it, but I get like the bare minimum potato level. And even that I find hard. I don't know how streamers do it. I think streamers deserve everything. Yeah. I
mean, I guess if you have a VTuber model, it makes life so much easier, right? Because everything is just like PNGs and GIFs and
Does
like
it though?
your model.
Does it? Is
you
it
don't
easier?
need to change lighting. You don't need to change. You don't.
I think. I don't know. I feel like the part of streaming that's hard is just all the buttons you have to click and all the screens you have to monitor. And when I say all, I mean like 3. I'm sure like there are streamers out there with like six monitors.
Oh yeah. I don't know how they do it. A bit early. Yes.
Yeah, we won't start Nichijou until the actual time in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done for getting here early. Do you reckon that's...
You'll get to hear my story.
Yeah. We got 9 people on already. Is that good enough for... Is that a good stage set up for you, Shive?
Set up for me to tell what happened last month and why we had to reschedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll sip on my coffee then. That's a good one.
Okay. All right. So we planned for Nichijou on like one Thursday because I remember distinctly it was a Thursday. So what happened was on that Wednesday, my tenant was like, "Oh, the water wouldn't go down and it smells really bad outside." I was like, oh no, this is a plumbing issue. And so I was at work and I was like calling my mom to be like, I'm like on crunch time. So currently, it's past now, but back then at work, I was basically helping the development team to upgrade this program. So like the go live day was that week's Friday. So we were in crunch time that week. I was like, I do not have time to deal with this. Called my mom to be like, can you please just organize someone for the tenant to, get the plumbing sorted because it sounds serious, get it sorted. And so Wednesday afternoon, the plumber came and was like, yeah, this isn't just like one blockage, your entire house is like blocked, but I don't have the equipment to figure out where it is, so I need to come back tomorrow. I was like, oh no. And so that night, my tenant came home and then told me and was like, there's like water coming out from the laundry room and the entire laundry room is covered in water. And also it's gone into my room and it stinks really badly. And I was like, oh, great. It's already flooding inside. I was like, can you like just put some towels down to like try and stop the water from getting further? And she's like, not really. If you just put one towel down, it will just soak up all the water, but it'll still be all wet and flooded anyway. It's like,
also, no, it stinks bad. Bye.
And also, also it stinks really bad. All right, I'm also gonna just leave the house now and go to my son's place. Bye. And I was like, great. No one's at home, and the water is still flowing. And I'm just like, I live like 200 kilometers away from my parents' house, so it's not an easy. Oh, I'll just swing over and have a look. It's like, it's not that easy. So I was just like, oh, Wednesday night, I was like, oh, I should probably go. I should probably go back and just like take that day off, even though it was like crunch time. I planned so much on that Thursday to do before the Friday, update day, like the day that everything is supposed to happen. The day before, I was like, okay, I need to organize a training. I had our trainer who was supposed to train everyone in the department went on emergency leave. So that Tuesday, I think they were like, oh, can you do the training as well? I was like, sure. I have time I'll just leave a bit of time on Thursday to sort out the training material and I can do it on Friday. That's fine. Who knew that Thursday was not going to go as planned? And so it was like Thursday morning. Oh wait, no. Wednesday night, I was like, okay. I contacted my mom again to be like, what can we do? Maybe we can call someone that's in the area to go and help out. And so my mom got an auntie and be like, oh, I think I can get this auntie to go over and see what try and stop the water. I was like, okay. This was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, okay. At least someone's going over. That's fine. Woke up the next morning, Thursday morning, and was like, oh, sorry, auntie couldn't go. I was like, crap. Okay, well now, so that means the water is still there overnight, flooding the house for hours. And I was like, okay, I need to take that day off and just drive back. And so started packing everything, went to the toilet, somehow also dropped the phone down the toilet. And so that got wet and then my phone died. So I was like, great day. Water hates me, but great day. Anyway, drove like 2.5 hours to go back to my parents' place. Stunk like hell. And the auntie's already there that morning to like help, start clean the area, but it was still flooded with with water that had brown contaminants in it. Let's put it that way. It was clearly brown. And I was like, oh, okay, this is not great. Yes, it was cancelled because the house was filled with crap water.
Shit.
Yes, that is a
Let's
great
call it what it
summary.
is. It was shit.
It was shit, literal shit. And I was like, oh my god. And it was one of those situations where it's like, no matter how much you like sweep the water out, like I was sweeping it into a dust, like using a dustpan, sweeping it into a bucket and then like dumping it out. I was like, it was like 7 buckets and it was still overflowing.
Yeah,
like we brought like towels. Yeah, towels, like old blankets, just trying to like stop the water from going back into the hallway because basically the entire bedroom was wet. Like it's gone underneath the floorboards and then it's gone into the living room as well. So it's just like it just spread out. And like the shower, good thing it also went up to the shower, but good thing the shower was actually a step lower than like ground floor. So it kind of contained the water, but so it didn't actually get into the toilet or anything, but it was still a mess. And so I was like, oh my god, okay. And I looked at my phone was basically dead. And so I had to take RC's phone, steal RC's phone and be like, okay, I need your phone to call these people. So it was like, first it was call another plumber to be like, this is an emergency. We really need someone. But they were like, oh, the earliest we can get there is like 1 to 2, but most likely 2. And it was like, oh my god. So I think we spent like 3 or so hours just like clearing shit water that would not stop flowing. And then finally the plumber came. And then they ran the lines and was like, yeah, this is not your house. I can't find... I put in like 60 meter of this like camera line. I think it was camera. I can't remember. But they're plumber lines. And was like, nope, it is not your house. Your house is not blocked. This is a council issue. I was like, oh, great. When is that going to get fixed though? And so they're like, okay. I will contact the council. And then they will text you to be like, they'll come in a certain amount of time. It's like, okay. And then they found the overflow drain and basically grabbed a stick and then poked at it and was like, okay, if you can keep this drain because it was completely clogged, does the house still smell normal? Yeah, okay, well, we got the cleanup crew to come to deal with that. But before then, it was just everything stinks. Yeah, so he managed to like unclog the overflow, what is it called? Overflow gully? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Drain, yeah, overflow drain. Basically like if anything happens it's supposed to overflow there, except it got clogged because
with
it's
toilet paper
shit.
and shit.
Toilet paper.
That was a lot of toilet paper.
It was
actually quite
paper
amazing.
and
a
lot of
wonderful
like
invention.
dead cockroaches actually. Like dead cockroaches. Yeah. There's a lot of them down the sewage apparently. Yeah, so it's like, okay, someone had to make sure to keep unclogging that, but it wasn't easy because it will clog up at any time and then it will start flowing in the house again. So it was like, okay, someone has to manage that and then, you know, rotate in terms of like going to eat.
Do you want to get into what the cause was? Actually,
no, not yet, because
because you have 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you
I have
4.
3 minutes. Oh. Okay, speed run. All right,
Water
Water Restoration guys came and was like, oh, this is a big job. And I was like, how, like, you know, expecting that, yes, it is a big cleanup. And they're like, you need to call insurance. I was like, oh, but we just increased our excess for our home insurance. It used to be like a few hundred. And we were like, we haven't used it for 20 years. We may as well increase it to like 5,000. Because if it's anything like under 5,000, we should be able to like pay it off without going through insurance. And so the year that we made it 5,000 is the year that we needed it. And they were like, I was like, is this job gonna be like more than 5,000? Because if it's less, I'm happy to just pay outright. And he was just like blankly stared at me and was like, no, no, even our job's gonna be like way more than 5,000. I was like, great. And he was like explaining, see all those walls? Yeah, they need to be like cut, like the skirting boards and things all need to be removed because they're all soaking up basically category 3 black water. And I was like, that sounds really bad, but Yeah, because it is bad, because it's freaking sewage water. Anyway, they came, and then council plumbers came, and instead of coming inside the house, they were already like, just follow us. And then we walked outside to around the corner to the manhole, and they were like, you see down there? And they poked at it with their shovel, and it was like, that's concrete. Your neighbor, like basically the neighbor beside my parents' house, they basically knocked the house down and started rebuilding. They just put the concrete slab down, and basically they were like, there's concrete in the sewage pipes and everything's clogged up. It was like, oh,
how much concrete? How much concrete?
9 meters of concrete in there. I mean, they eventually figured out it was 9 meters, but at the time they're like, we don't know how much concrete is in there. And so we're like, oh no, this is going to be such a big job. He was already like, we're going to be here all night. Like, this is going to be an all-night job. I was like, great, but the sewage is still overflowing in my house though. I'm like, oh. And so they're like, okay, we have a plan. First, we're gonna go over, like, talk to all the neighbors, tell them to, like, avoid using water if they can. And
yeah, right.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Organize a truck to come and, like, suck up the sewage from, like, a manhole up the road, like, up the street, and then basically dump it somewhere else so it stops, like, you know, flowing down towards our house.
Yeah. So they did that, and like, twice a day, every day for about a couple of weeks. So.
Two weeks or so, yeah. But that didn't happen until probably 9:40 at night, I think. Yeah, I think it was like around 9:40. But basically, council around like 7 or so, council came over to my house and actually like looked at the house and go, yeah, this is really bad. He's like, yeah, it is really bad. And so they actually got like they crowbarred the filter up to be like, okay, like get that filter out so that it can overflow. And it was just
and then they gave you a little plunger.
Do you want to talk about the plunger, RC?
Well, I have to say, look, because Shai kept plunging, and I'm pretty sure that was what loosened this 9-year-old plunger that they'd used forever, like the council plumbers. And then I, being the amazingly nice person I am, was like, do you want me to take over the plunging? So I took the plunger, and the second or third time that I plunged, the plunging bit at the bottom just popped off and got sucked down the sewage pipe or the pipe. So I had to go tell someone. No, you told them, right? Because I was like holding the stick.
No, I don't think.
The plungerless stick.
I told them. I don't think I told them.
Okay.
You told.
I don't know who. I don't know why, but the council guy came over looking real mad. He was like, someone like put a plunger down the pipe and now we're not sure if we're actually going to unplug it. They were making so much progress, and then someone put a plunger down the pipe. And I, again, being the amazing person I was, put my hand up. Because I'm going to admit if I do something. So I put my hand up and I was like, that was me. I was like, in my defense though, you gave a plunger to someone who has a law degree, and therefore that's the level of our service here, right? Like you can't expect a lawyer to like, you know how to plunge something properly. So yeah. That was my contribution to the rescue effort.
I wasn't there, and so when he came around to like look at the situation, and he was like, yeah, that fake plumber who is actually a lawyer lost the plunger tip. And I was just like, what?
Yeah. But he was so lovely about it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was great. That was hectic.
To be fair, we did feed them. We did buy food for them because they seemed like they had a really rough day as well. Because they were like, they just came from a different site where the construction people dug up the sewage pipe. So they were coming from that to another sewage problem. It was just like, oh my God.
So we probably have to wrap up. But I guess my takeaway is, I don't know if anyone watching this is still studying or like in college. I'm like, don't study to become a lawyer. Don't study medicine or business. Just become a bloody good builder and you will rake it in, man. Because if you manage to not pump concrete into your neighbor's sewage pipe, Like, you will be head and shoulders above what's out there right now. Like,
Yeah.
you will be in so much demand, and yeah,
Yeah.
just have
If
endless
you like
business.
just contact council to be like, where are the pipes? Let's not hit the pipes, or let's not dig up the pipes. You're way ahead of all the other construction builders right now.
So yeah. It's well done
Yeah.
for getting through that, and that's why we are having Nichijou now instead of 4
Like,
weeks ago.
a month late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much that was the day that we were planning for Nichijou, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because we were like, oh, maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe we can reschedule till like the weekend. I was like, no, this is not a reschedule till. It's not happening.
Yeah. You know, still here. Good job. Just take it day by day. Yeah, and I hope none of you are going through anything like that.
Yeah, hopefully
there's all
this
sorts
is
of
a once in a lifetime thing, and yeah, you guys don't need to go through that.
Yeah, but Nichijou can heal all pain. I hear. So
yeah, I hear.
Yeah, you guys good. So, just in case you weren't here for the first one, you will need your own copy of Nichijou to sync along with. We'll do a 3, 2, 1, and then we can start. Okay, let me turn this down. Yeah, Red. I know Red. You seem to have a lot of flooding incidents, so you're probably old hand at this. It's just, nah, we're too pampered here. You know, city people. We're like, we expect everything should work. Nothing should ever go wrong. Yeah. It's a good learning experience though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, don't drop your phone down the toilet. That's number one thing. Just don't do it. Yeah, I had like no one to call except for one person because that was the only person RC had on her phone. I was like, I can call this one friend because of Discord, and otherwise I had no other contact.
I mean, oh yes, I should preface Aussie City. We're very, very pampered down here.
Yeah.
Okay, what episode? We are on episode 5. So we're going to try and power through 4 eps again tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing Mai again. I would like to see how she creeps me out this time. It was Mai, right? Mai with like the shotgun? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The glasses. All right. It's always the glasses, people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. If you guys are good, I'm going to do the countdown. Yep. All good? Okay. In 3, 2, 1, play. Hello, Sovks. Oh, that's right. They have the talking cat.
Yeah, Sakamoto.
I'm so scared for Nano. Okay, that was unexpectedly eventful. Yeah. I don't know. I was just dread every time Hakase comes on. Okay, let's see if my memory serves me well. Mia was the one that I thought was normal, but she's also creepy. Because she's a stalker. Wasn't she like
She has a crush on the goat guy.
that guy? Yeah. How long ago did you watch this again, Joe?
I think I when did it air? Uh, was it 2011? I think might be when it. I'm gonna have to fact check myself.
Oh, so when it aired.
Hmm.
I'd be curious
Yeah,
to see if there are any other
2011.
shows. 2011, okay. Any other shows like Nichijou, or if it's kind of like one of a kind.
Well, they did. They're in making the not sequel, but like from the same author. They're
Hmm.
making another series. Yeah. So who knows?
Eh. Who's speaking? Oh, it's the Mohawk guy. It's a nice harp. Oh my god. What is happening? The cinematic music though is amazing. Damn. I've never played this before. It's my favorite dude.
Glasses, dude.
Cravat dude. Oh my god. Mm. Mm. Oh my god. Damn. Reflexes. That's so stressful. I don't know how Yuko survives. Wait, what is that? What is that? Reminds me of my eye test.
I mean, I should be concerned if that is your eye test and things are
Well,
moving.
I mean, I'm effectively blind without my glasses, so no, it's normal. Oh, are those like the weird cameras around the neighborhood and stuff?
Mm.
That's right, I remember. Ugh, this music. So good. No. Oh no. What is this?
Ouija board?
I guess. Yeah, but paper. Mm. Yeah, I feel bad for her. Just dealing with rejection every day. Uh.
It's totally gonna go
Mm.
well.
That's pretty good.
But for me, oh,
Kind of looks like Mozart. Yeah. Like me. Is this what your art group is like, Shy?
someone needs to post the glasses, the Fubuki glasses copy pasta.
Darjeeling. Yo.
That's Yuko's room.
Oh. I really like that.
Oh, they call manga artist sensei as well. And that's why Yuko keeps saying sensei.
Okay. Have you had any experience with mediums? Like, or fortune tellers or whatever?
I No.
Okay.
Have you?
Only like not because I went seeking for them. I did have
Mm-mm.
one kind of creepy experience in when I was in Beijing. I was with a friend, and we'd
Yeah.
gone to like visit this really old temple, as you do when you're there. And it was on this
Mm-hmm.
street that was just full of fortune tellers, and you know you go there when you want to have your palms read or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, this old lady. I mean, I'm gonna say much like the one in this episode, just like dressed like in
Mm-mm.
traditional clothes. Pretty sure was like not blind, but like kind of like you know not the best vision.
Yeah.
So we came out of the temple, and she was kind of like maybe a couple meters away from us, just looking at us, me and my friend,
Yep.
and we were like, okay, we'll just you know just politely walk past her. Like they all have stalls. And she was standing kind of
Yeah.
like next to a stall, which was across from the temple. So we kind of just walked down this street. It's a really, really, really long street. And
Mm.
she kind of just followed us all the way down the street. And every time we'd stop, she'd stop, kind of just like
Mm.
stare at us with her eyes. Like I remember looking once into her eyes because I was like, you know, when someone creepy is like, you know, stalking you down the street, I tend to kind of just look at them full in the face because I'm like, well, if I
Mm.
can make them uncomfortable, maybe I just go away. But yeah, she just stared right back. And it was like,
Mm.
I don't know, the look on her face was just like, I don't know, like definitely trying to stare into your soul or something. Just like this really like dark presence. I was like, oh my God. So I started getting scared and my friend started getting scared. So we started walking quicker. And then she's like, she
Mm-mm.
just matched our pace all the way until pretty much until we got all the way to the end of the street. And then when we
Wow.
turned around, she was gone. And I was like, holy crap. Like, so, yeah. Anyway, that was my experience of the medium. And because I'm not one
Mm.
to, yeah. I don't know. It was just weird. It was just that one time. Yeah. Definitely
Mm.
my hair started standing off on the back of my neck. Yeah.
Mm.
I have friends who are like, you know, whenever they kind of just do it for fun. And I'm like, no,
Mm.
no, thank you. That was
Mm.
enough to last me a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like they
feel like
know
the most
things.
I I feel like the most I am associated with, which is not really, it's just mostly for, Asian culture. It's like, you know how like naming your child, you have to have like a certain character,
Mm.
if they're born on whatever day, it has to be, this amount of strokes for it to be a lucky, That's probably the most which is not me personally. It's more like I'm assuming it's my grandparents are like, oh, you're born on this day that you need like this amount of strokes. That's all I remember. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's hugely
otherwise, not
important.
really.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's hard to stare without using eyes. Well, that's why it was so creepy because it's like not normal the way that you normally stare at people, which is kind of like imagine blank eyes, but you feel like they're staring at you. That's why it was creepy. Yeah, I don't know if I can
Mm,
describe it. Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
Episode.
There's still a little bit more at the end, remember?
Oh, I do not remember. I always skip ending
There's a bit
scenes.
more. There's
God is dead. Yeah. All right, let's go next one.
Yeah.
I do keep doing this. All right, guys, episode 6. You guys good? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. She cooks. Mm.
Oh no.
Yet never eat
Like
something with someone's like, I put my special flavor in.
wasabi.
Oh, she tried. So
She's
Mia's
so
got
nice.
standards.
Yeah. You couldn't tell from
Uh,
the art drawing
I
thing
mean, yeah,
what
but
they
it's like
had.
in everything. It's not just art. Hmm. What's something you have standards in where it's like someone gives you something to look at and you're like,
Mm.
no, no, this is not right. What's like the one
I'm sure
area
there's
where you're
something.
pretty, a stickler for standards?
Hmm. I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Art? Like, art's like,
Art? But I feel like art is like it's so subjective because it's kind of, and then you also have to appreciate like, different people are at different levels.
yeah,
I
which
guess
is
I don't
fine.
tolerate AI art, I
Oh,
guess
okay.
is where I draw the line.
Okay. Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, music is mine too, I think. Again, totally making space for the fact that, like art, it can be subjective, but there are
Mm.
standards for sure.
Oh, I think my having standards is narrative storytelling. You must not have like random plot holes or things that just don't make sense in the story or ass pulls.
Like in
I
Nichijou.
have standards for those.
Fair. Medicine. Medicine's an interesting one. Wasn't Mai also doing like a manga?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
The weird comic strip.
Shiritori.
Jielong.
Ah. Oh, here we go.
let me let me try and Google translate what the Japanese text from
Oh.
Zaku Ushi. Do they doodle in notebooks overseas too? Is what was asked.
I guess
Did you?
so. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I mean, what would you write on your friends' notebooks? Superman's.
Uh,
Do you still
I
have
think it was
your high school?
doodled.
Yeah, like drawings.
I think I do. Well, I did. I remember taking photos of it for my high school friend's
Oh,
wedding. It was more her doodling
excuse me.
in my notebooks. So
And like politely in the margins, or just like,
no,
oh,
no, 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 no. On my fresh page because she sat on my right side. So whenever I turn the page, it's like one blank page that she just doodles over.
Have we met her before? Sekiguchi? Hmm?
I don't think so. Maybe in passing, like you see them in the background.
It's like my poems. I would write poems on my friends' notebooks. Like that. Okay, I guess this is not normal. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, I think he's too old for this. Don't do it. Oh my god. You had to see it. The church organ. That was like a spiritual experience. That's a classic scene, isn't it? For this show. That's like the
Yeah.
scene. Yeah.
One of them. There's many.
One of them. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, I think, man, the toupee when it came off with the sticky tape. Oh no. How has Yukon not learned to not play games with my? It's just like, when will
Because
you
she's an
learn?
idiot. Because she's an idiot. So those spinning shots are actually like not easy to do when you're doing 2D. Oh my god. It's just, I'm he's sick of it.
I see, I see. Just super flex.
Yeah, super flex. Like nowadays there's like 3D, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like I feel like my nightly routine, catching cockroaches.
Do you think they're evil incarnate though?
They could like not be inside the house, that would be great. Please stay outside.
You know what? The music choices are freaking insane. Like, just the amount of orchestral music is amazing.
It's so extra.
I know.
The animation is also extremely extra. For like the most mundane
I
things.
know.
Nano, you're also a robot.
It's a very human robot.
Just grab a piece of paper, slide it underneath.
It is scary though. It's so yucky. Um, oh no, she's probably gonna eat it. Hakase kawaii. And terrible. She's a terrible kid.
And also a kid.
Yeah.
Cockroach. Uh,
Ah, it's game alive. Wait, that's how the cockroach thing ended? That was sweet.
Captain Ted used like mathematics. Like I didn't even catch what it was.
Basic. I know. I saw a root. Okay, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
My math is sub-zero now.
She's reading hella something standard.
Helvetica standard.
Yeah. Look, she's reading Helvetica standard.
Oh, camping. Man, they're pretty pro campers.
Is it gonna taste like miso?
I thought it might be like catching them with their bare hands.
Yeah. Oh no. No. Why isn't she just picking it up? Mayonnaise with curry?
It's fun. Amazing. Okay, what is happening here? that move. I don't know what you call it.
Imagine being the VA for this show.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Because you got to put yourself in their shoes. And it's
Why? Why are they all aces?
I mean, people do drink vinegar as a beverage. Okay. So weird. That doggo can talk too.
Gotta keep watching to find out. Music changed?
Nice double bass. Yeah, it's like acoustic kind of version. It's nice. The resonance on that double bass is very nice. Is the car singing it? It sounds like them.
I don't know.
Camping. See, camping's fun.
Until you lose all your food.
I mean, I in my eyes, they're fairly professional already. I mean, very good campers because they set up the tent themselves. They set up that grill. I know nothing about that. I just get people to do it for me. Okay. Okay. Any standouts? The deer.
The deer.
Deer
Yeah.
finally got there.
The German suplex. I just love the part where he like climbs up the statue jumps,
and then
misses,
oh, I thought you meant when he climbs back
climbs
down
up.
again.
Yeah. No, it's like it's the moment he climbs back up, and then it's like, oh, he climbs back down. Yeah, it's like great setup. Like it's just comedic timing is all there. It's great.
Yeah.
What about you?
Um. Once again, they've all blurred in my memory. I'm just here for the ride, I think. Oh no, it was when I don't know, I just really like and she's like, release. And they shoot up. That was amazing.
And she just comes prepared
Mai
with
doesn't give an
like
F.
fast food. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys are hungry. I don't care. This is my food.
It's not even aware. Like just not it's just in their own little world. Yeah. That's the best way to live. Next.
Yeah.
Okay. Episode 7. Oh wait, let me go back. Okay, episode 7. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. There are blimps. Wait, are we watching the right show? Yes, we are. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
Why would you hate these? I think this is like one of my favorite skits though.
The laugh. How is this? Is this one of my stories? Like, how does it? Oh no. Ooh. Of course. Satire? Oh no. No, why would you do that? Just put it there on the ledge.
The music.
It's going to be some air turbulence. Zico. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's such a great
The
skit.
imagination is like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stare at those cubes, you know, the whole day, of course you're going to come up with that kind of story. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Oh no, platypus. Man, imagine watching this at 5 in the morning. That'd be a wake up. I don't know if I could do it.
Join us, episode 7.
Mm. Mm. She doesn't need to. She can be a writer. Oh no. Have a good day at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VOD will be up for a couple of weeks. So good. Oh god, oh no. It's a tragic love story in the works. That sound effect whenever she's around.
Yeah.
Stress. This music is like saying psycho. Psycho mind.
Like, I thought this was like circus music.
Just like crazy, scrambled mind.
Oh, because he's panicking.
I know.
Like, oh, you know, the feeling of like, like swept off your feet, you don't know what to do. How do I get closer to them? Just imagining the situation.
Oh, and he talks his eggplants. So embarrassed. Has anyone ever really felt like that? Is that what love feels like?
They stopped. So we're done with skipping ropes.
It's like a dangerous, I was going to say, activity for an egghead. It's high risk. That has happened to me before. Oh, that's so chill. Just like, no. This is terrible.
I mean, this is Mio's sister. If you remember what Mio's sister did.
No, wait. What did she do? I don't remember. What?
She like pranked Mio in the morning. Was wearing like that head thing. I was like chasing her.
Oh, she's like, what, just broke it off?
Yeah.
Is she stuck or is she just too happy?
She's just too happy that it comes up and didn't realize it was stuck back on.
They're gonna cross paths. Oh. Ah. Hololive thing. Oh.
Who's trying it?
What's your trick? Just whack it with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this version again. Do you talk to your eggplants? No, because you don't like eggplants.
Do you talk to your eggplants?
Sometimes when I shouldn't answer that.
What?
Because that sounds weird.
Please tell the class what you say to your eggplants.
Oh, it's not just eggplants. It's just like when something's really smooth and nice looking, I'm like, oh, and then I'll chop it up and eat it. I don't know.
Whoa. It's like, oh, you're so sweet. Bam.
Yeah. That was cute. I like the interactions between Sakurai sensei and Taka something.
The other teacher.
I think that'd be cute.
Yeah. Even though you were like, no, he's a psycho.
I mean, it was just the music. It was the music I was thinking. Yeah. But he turned out to be fine.
Circus music, just like everything is just, so
it
random.
Was also good panicking music. It was either psycho or panicking.
Yeah, he was totally panicking.
Oh, we're back. Oh, so we get more of the Elven Kingdom.
Yeah. Can't read too much into the music, but the music's great.
It's so well, like, I keep imagining, you know how they always have, like, Ghibli, like, they'll put on full-on live, like, the full orchestral set, and then they'll have, like, the images playing on a big screen behind them.
Yeah.
I feel like they could totally do this with this music. and it'll just be the most inane stuff playing out on the scene, and everyone in the audience is wearing these nice tuxes and like really fancy clothing, just watching Nichijou. I think that'd be amazing.
Well, next time you need to dress up to watch Nichijou and experience the
full on
music.
like suit, man.
Yeah.
But I just think the orchestra music is amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's so sad that I guess back then, I don't know about now. Like I think it didn't from my memory, Nichijou did not do well in Japan. It actually did better in Western, the Western
Yeah, you guys talked about that, I
culture.
think, in the first watch party. It was
Yeah.
like it took a while for it to sort of, I don't know,
Yeah.
get accepted.
To Yeah, don't know why. I mean, I know why because humor is very subjective, right?
Acquired
But
taste, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the amount of effort they put into the animation, as you can tell, the music is just
Yeah.
like they ramp it up to 11 for everything else.
Yeah. I would just say about the music, it sets the mood so well, especially the choices of instruments they use, like whether it's a deep bassoon or like the strings or the flute. Flute always comes, when it's just peace after a really stressful situation. Like the flute came on after the what is his name? Takasaki Sensei? The guy. When all the shoots came out and there was just flute music. Like it was just really nice. It just helps with like the mood. Yeah.
Mm.
We're on the last one. Episode 8.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys good? Ready? That's why
I didn't get a second season. Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of episodes though. It was like 20 something episodes that we had.
26. Yeah, 26.
You mean back when seasons had like 26 episodes?
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more, common.
Okay, episode 8. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. So nice.
How do they get money? Who's paying for them?
No, Haka says inventions.
Inventions?
Yeah, they're living off the income from all her patents.
Yeah. I mean, she did create a robot.
Nicely wrapped up hose. That is the way to do it.
Goodbye.
Just rented it to SpaceX.
The thoughts of the OP now that you've watched a few more episodes. What are your thoughts about the OP?
Well, it fits.
Does it represent?
It's totally in line with the vibe. Yeah. Especially that vocal. It's a bit like unhinged,
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I say a bit, I mean like quite a lot. That still sounds very wholesome.
Because it is. Nichijou is wholesome.
It is.
With the question marks. It's like,
It just exists in a weird, weird space. Because like you wouldn't want any of these people to be like actual real people. If you think about it, like it'd be very, I don't know. Yeah, in this form, that's great. Like summer uniforms.
Mm.
I don't get it.
I think it's supposed to be a pun.
Ah, okay.
Because I think keyboard is, from what she said, tanky.
Ah, okay. Yep.
And similar to like
Weather.
weather.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
We must be missing out on so many puns.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could try so hard.
And she keeps trying. Doggo.
Yeah. Okay.
This is every day is just a struggle. It's just
If you're Yuko, yeah.
what is like that was funny. The translation is amazing. Can't believe it actually translates across.
Where are they going? Where are they going? Not to school.
Attack the stones, protect your balls.
Poor guy.
What Bershi? Sasahara! Poor butler. It's still going. Oh my god.
Is that what you do?
I mean, yeah. That's how all poetry is born.
Yeah.
This is love.
I just ended up near your place. It's disintegrated. He has a butler. His butler
I
should be
mean,
picking it up.
butler's too busy serving him tea on the go.
Uh-huh.
uh, Ugh, I hate that.
Ah, ah.
I love that. That was so cool.
Genius level directing here.
It's like an art piece. Don't you feel like it's like
Yeah. I mean, Nichijou is an art piece. Like every skit is like an art piece, I swear. She immediately ends the game
Mandarin?
because it ends in the
And
end. The distortion.
this is what the end looks like.
This is like the K-On situation, right? Where they like say a word.
Yeah. What was that in K-On?
I don't remember.
This is like the part where they've just run out of oxygen. It's just like amazing. Yeah, but I loved every minute of it. Sweet.
Chase their own tail.
He's got dreams.
Mm, mm. Who lives there? No, we can't tell.
An adult. Is it a teacher?
Don't know. Yes, please brush your teeth.
Oh my god. Like my 3-year-old nephew. Ouch.
No, no, no. You don't want a feature that gives you cavities.
But she does. Anything to make her feel human. It's such a task to get kids to brush their teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was relaxing and stressful all at the same time. I love that lift scene. You know, it reminded me of like when you go to modern art galleries and you just step into a darkened room and they have these movies playing. But often I don't really know how to appreciate those. It's like reels of people doing random weird shit. And that to me kind of felt like that, but I was really into it.
Yeah. Just like how absurd, but it's like context because you know who these characters are, but also this is
Yeah.
like the weirdest situation with
Yeah.
the way they directed it.
I don't have random objects this time.
Oh, she got hit in the head.
Yeah. With the hand.
By the hand.
Oh.
Nope, we still
Hey. I still can't get rid of the fact that Sasahara's cravat is just a bunch of tissues that he has to refill every time. I mean, it's genius, but it's also a bit, yeah. No, it's a good night.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Perfect. We aim to finish at 9:30. And bang on.
Do you have a favorite skit
Um,
out of the 4?
I mean, the lift.
The lift.
Oh, no, I feel like there was another one that I was like really. I feel like the ones that feel like they're a spiritual experience are the ones that I really like.
The deer, the principal versus the deer.
Yeah, that one. But there's also something else. No, I can't think of it. I'll think of it next time. But yeah, no, the lift one, definitely. I just felt like I was just sucked in to some existential like crisis. But then it was just, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to describe how it makes you feel when you watch something like that.
It's just
you're not meant to describe it. You just kind of go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to live it.
Yeah.
And yep.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, the lift one. And yeah, I like the deer one. I'm scrolling back, I'm like, what else was there? There's so much happened.
It's like 5 or 6 short skits and
yeah.
No, I definitely the teachers. I wanna look I look forward to future skits with them too in it. Yeah, just like
the camping scene as well.
Oh. I love when they project things in their heads, like they're like going, what about this? And then she says this, and then I'll say this, and then this will happen. Like it's just all like running in their head. Because I think I do that sometimes. Like I will project things. Just these absolutely absurd things that I know will never happen, but they feel so real in the moment. Yeah, so I think I relate to that.
You're saying that you should have the psychotic music playing in the background while you have those thoughts? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I think it would fit. Yeah. Like sometimes I will imagine objects talking too. Like now I'm totally fine.
Living in Disco Elysium.
Yeah. Like I have a full grasp on reality, but it's just, sometimes when I get into one of these like moods, I'll start imagining things talking. Yeah. Anyway.
Should I be concerned?
No, it's fine. I think it's part of having a healthy imagination. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you don't relate? You don't relate to... You just...
I do not relate.
Okay, okay, well. Clearly whoever wrote these skits does. So
you're like,
it's totally fine.
I relate to that.
Yeah.
The camp when Mio loses it and the whole aura, like the dark aura thing was magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just the way that they did it was just...
Oh, colour is your blood. Yeah.
Yeah. And just the art style completely changes as well.
Man, I wonder, this show would take so much more effort and time to make compared to, I don't know, your average anime, right? I don't know. Just like all the effects and stuff and the music, like, I don't know, it just seems like it's so high effort.
I think what makes it not easier, but I think they do really well because they use a very simplistic art style, like not like very detailed, in it's like very chibi, like, so they can play with these different styles and different animations and stuff and kind of build on top of that. They get the luxury to, not luxury, like
They
they
can play
it's
around more.
yeah, it's like you're given 10 points and what do you allocate it in, right? It's like, well, the more detailed it is, the harder it is to animate because you have to try and keep everything on model and look consistent, right? Whereas if you have a simplistic art style, it's easy to be consistent but also like bend the rules in terms of
Yep.
like animation and changes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they
That's
did that
interesting.
really well.
Yeah. They used their points well. Her episode budget was closer to a premiere shonen show than your typical gag show. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I know. Yeah, but they really capitalize on like how do they incorporate those crazy effects with the absurdity of what they're showing. Yeah, that's strong. Anything else before we end it there? Yeah.
We'll be watching next time. I mean, does
that's
anyone
just a
else
really good brain cleanse.
Yeah. Anyone else in chat has any thoughts on the past 4 episodes?
Favorite skit? A skit that changed your life?
Yeah, but definitely high budget, like per episode. But this is KyoAni. Like this is kind of just what we expect from KyoAni, though.
Yeah.
I think it's great that they allow the animators to play around, I guess. It's just like they get to do these very absurd things.
I know, just imagine, you know, obviously before you even make it, you've got to like storyboard it and explain it to your whole team what it is that's in your head that you're trying to convey. And I'm like, how? Like, how would you just please get it, you know? They must have been so in sync, like the whole, you know, the writers, the animators, the editors, just amazing,
They deserve more love.
I mean, it's pretty big now, right? It's kind of just spread, like all the memes, and then people are like, where do these memes come from? And then I'm assuming it's, you know, maybe one of those shows that found its stride years after it was already finished. Don't know.
It's definitely a show that the people who did watch it will still remember it. It's not a you watch it and then you go, oh, you know, you forgot about that show. It's like, oh, if anyone ever mentions Nichijou, but yeah, Nichijou.
Yeah. I know. Still getting used to it, but just I didn't.
Just turn your brain off and enjoy.
So next time, hopefully back onto a more normal schedule.
Fingers crossed.
No
no
more 2 weeks and
disaster
3 weeks.
at home.
Yeah. Well, hopefully those happen just like once, as you said, once in a lifetime. So
yeah.
Can't say the same for Yuko though. Just every day she's having once in a lifetime crises. She's still standing. What a character.
But it's funny because half the time she does it to herself. It's like she doesn't need to, but she puts a challenge in her own way.
She's got ambition, man. That's the only way to live. You gotta have goals. Yeah.
Fair.
Hey, well, thank you guys for joining. It's just always good to just chill. The VOD will be up for 4 weeks, and then it'll go into coffee vault. Yeah. Thank you, Exteramax.
Hope none of our houses get filled with crap
Life
water.
throws shit your way, and then you just gotta get through it. It's fine. Yeah. So good. Yeah. Hope you guys also take care. Yeah. I will ping and also post everywhere for the next watch party. Yeah. All right. Good night, I guess.
Yeah. Good night.